How's it going, buddy boys and buddy girls? This is Kelvin here, and today we're going to be making another Dungeon Quest video where I'll tell you guys the top tips and tricks for noobs to beat Dungeon Quest. But before I begin, make sure you smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. Alrighty, let's get the countdown started. Woo! How to avoid scammers. I've never gotten scammed before, and I hope that will not happen in the future as well. But I do have to bring this topic up because nobody should be getting scammed on a regular basis. But it's consistently a problem. A lot of people come up to me and tell me that they got scammed either from streams, my videos, or even the Discord that we have. Blah, 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 blah. I don't even know how that's possible. How do people get scammed? Gosh, it's not that hard, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna have to offer you a few tips right here. So make sure you never trade anybody your main weapons for upgrades. If you trade away your weapon, who's to say they won't keep it from you? So no matter who it is, it's gonna offer you, oh wait, can I upgrade your weapons for free? I have a lot of gold. You'll be so silly to do so. So make sure you don't trade away your weapons. You're gonna lose them. You're probably gonna get scammed. So there we go. Let's move on. Woo! How often do cosmetics update? The cosmetic store updates roughly once every 2 weeks, every 1 week. It really depends on the owner, but there is something to point out here. Cosmetic items do not stay forever. What we have here is the third week, the third season when it comes to cosmetic shop where you can buy these items. If you do like these cosmetics, make sure you grab them as soon as possible because they will not be here when the new set comes out. As you can see in my cosmetic tab right here, I have an angelic set, and I also have a demonic warrior set, and also the famous, awesome hashtag farmer squat armor set. When the new princess set came out, you could not purchase any of the old ones. They're just gone forever. So make sure, grab those cosmetics right now if you like them. If not, you're gonna lose them. Woo! How to find the quickest carry. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach you guys the best way to find a carry. I do have to stress that this usually works for higher levels and it doesn't really work for lower levels, since there's a lot of YouTubers out there who is willing to do a lot of carrying, but they're typically doing the higher level maps. But let's go find out how we search it. We're gonna go to the search bar and we're gonna search Dungeon Quest Live. We're gonna find a bunch of these videos and streams here, but we're gonna go to the filters and we're gonna click live features. What do you see here? There is a bunch of what I would say smaller YouTubers or medium-sized YouTubers that is doing dungeon quests. You're not gonna find too much, but you're gonna find a few. What's gonna happen is you can join the stream, you can see what dungeon they're doing. Usually they're doing VIP servers, so mobile players are kind of out of luck here. But if you're gonna find a streamer that's willing to do public servers would be great for mobile players. For example, this person called It's Jared Plays here. He has 28 people watching, which means with a server that's willing to fit 40 people, he can still fit 12 more. But for lower levels, what you can do is you can go to the Dungeon Quest game on Roblox.com, scroll all the way down, click on VCappy's game, get an invitation into the Discord, and what's gonna happen is this is gonna pop up. Make sure you register and you just go to party request section in the Dungeon Quest and see what kind of parties you can kind of join. Hopefully you'll be able to find your carry right there. Woo! The best strategies for a dungeon. There are actually 3 things I'm gonna point out here that's gonna help you beat any single dungeon much easier. Most of the pros already know, but hopefully those of you who don't will learn enough. And the first tip is to make sure you gather. Gather as many as you can in one place, then throw out your skills and kill them all in one go. Gathering is a pretty easy tip. You would probably do this in any other dungeon game. Number 2 is to strafe. Watch out for damage. Keep strafing left and right. The best you can do here is to continue to use the left and right keys to destroy your mobs. Avoid the big beam damage coming in. Strafe left, strafe right. I actually took damage there, but make sure you master the strafing, master the left, master the right, and you will avoid more than 50% of the damage you can possibly take in each dungeon. And the third tip is to make sure you guys put on shift lock mode. Shift lock mode is extremely important if you're on PC, and of course on tablet. Mobile players don't have this luxury, which I'm sorry for. I don't have any workarounds for shift lock mode, but by being in shift lock mode in Dungeon Quest, you can make sure to be attacking in front of you wherever your character is facing. How to get legendaries. Everybody's been asking this question all the time, and of course the answer is very simple. For players who have played the game long enough, but for of course noobs out there, they don't really know what's going on. As you can see in the inventory, I am definitely one to be collecting legendaries. I have a lot of legendaries. I found little tricks and tips to get legendaries, but to rephrase, tricks and tips is overstating it because it's very simple. There's 2 tips to get legendary. One of them you pretty much have to pay for, and the other one is just to make sure you do the right dungeon. It's not that difficult at all. So what happens is when we go to do these dungeons right here, we want to make sure we're always doing Nightmare. For Desert Temple, Nightmare mode gets us the Desert Fairy legendary. As for Winter Outpost, in Nightmare we get the Crystallized Great Sword. For the Pirate map, we get 2. We get one or the other. We get either the Soul Stealer Great Sword or the Godly Wand. For King's Castle, we pretty much get the Spell Scythe or the War Scythe. And for the Underworld Nightmare, we get either Phoenix Daggers or what is it called? Phoenix Great Staff. Make sure you guys are doing Nightmare mode for all your dungeons. If you're looking for legendaries, there's no other way. You have to do Nightmare mode. Try to do hardcore if you can. It does give you an extra chance, but it is definitely a lot harder when you only get 1 life. And a second tip, well, this, like I said, tip is an overstatement, and that is to make sure to grab that Game Pass, that very expensive Game Pass out there called Extra Item. That's gonna cost you 1,999 Robux. I'm sorry guys, these 2 are the tips that I can give you to getting a legendary. Sorry guys, these are probably the only tips that I can give all of you when it comes to getting a legendary. Hopefully they were helpful, so best of luck everybody. Woo! What classes are there? In its simplicity, this game really only suggests 2 classes: the physical power class, which is the warrior, the spell power class, which is the mage. However, as you become more of a pro in Dungeon Quest, you would start seeing different types of classes. There are physical power tanks out there, there is spell power tanks out there, where the majority of their gear would be stacked towards health, and their weapon would be based on either physical power or spell, which gives them a lot of help to tank attacks and use taunting skill to lure all the monsters into one location in groups so that the group can be as efficient as possible. And of course at the higher level there are also hybrid physical power, where the majority of the warrior stats is based on physical power, but they do stack on some stamina for survival, or even some hybrid mages where we have a load of stamina but also a majority in spell power, with some mage gear getting ready to do some high damage but still surviving very good as well. As for lower levels, you will probably be adjusting the class you will be. For example, if you found a Staff of the Gods and that's your best weapon, more than likely you're going to become a mage. Or if you found a Beastmaster War Scythe, you pick that up and you're probably going to be a warrior based on if that is your strongest weapon or not. So in a game like Dungeon Quest, you're going to probably be swapping out your classes a lot. So of course, make sure you learn what classes there are and I guess adjust your class accordingly. Woo! This next one is very important, and it is how to lower your lag. A lot of you folks have told me on Discord before that lag is insane when it comes to Dungeon Quest. So I'm gonna have to give you guys some tips and tricks to lower the amount of lag that you're gonna get when playing some Dungeon Quests. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is click on the menu button and then go to settings and make sure your graphic mode is set on manual. Then you would drop all the graphic quality to the very bottom, so you would get the lowest amount of quality but at the same time get the best performance. The second thing you want to do is to make sure you turn off everything on the settings button right here. Turn off the music, turn off the damage. You don't really need to see the damage anyways, so why even have it on? So hopefully the tips that I've given you to lower the amount of lag will help you efficiently clear your dungeons without too much lag. Thank you so much for watching everybody. If you did like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. Until we play again next time. Peace out, y'all.